Today is January 27, 2022. Mr. Herman Johnson giving us a brief history of the American Legion Post 220 in Mount Bayou.
All right. All right, I'm trying to make this as probably short as possible. Let me just say this. I came here in 1955, and I became a member of the American Legion Post 220 in Mount Bayou in 1956. At that time, Preston Holmes, who was the postmaster here, was a member of the American Legion. He encouraged me as a veteran, to become a member of the American Legion because the American Legion provided assistance to the people, the community, and all the things it could do, and wanted me to be involved. So I became a member of the of the organization of the American Legion Post here in Mount Bayou. And as I recall, Isaac Peterson, who had a print shop, was the first commander for the Post 220 in Mount Bayou. And as the post began to grow and provide service to the community of Mount Bayou, it decided that the things we could do in our community should be done in other communities. So we started talking about possibilities of doing American Legion Post in other cities in the state of Mississippi. Well, as we started moving around in the communities, there were many people who were interested in organizing the American Legion, but then we wanted to come connected with the state and get the benefits of the American Legion. So, but when we started to try to form American Legion in Mississippi, the state American Legion had opposition to it and gave us problems in trying to organize American Legion. And I'm thinking that probably Greenwood and Yazoo City were probably some of the largest, some of the cities that was able to help us fight for the right to be members of the American Legion. I recall the last name of a person in Vicksburg. His name was Woodson, and also a person who owned a service station in Yazoo City. Can't call his name, and another one, another person in Grenada that was interested in forming an American Legion in their communities, and they got together along with myself as just a bystander. But I had the opportunity to visit some of their meetings with them as they went to the white American Legion meetings to try to persuade them to allow Black people to become a part of it. Now, when we, the American Legion Post in Mount Bayou, we met in several different places. But then as we grew, we got 2 buildings from Greenville, from the Air Force, and pulled them into Mount Bayou and put them together. And we called that the Mount Bayou Post 220 Hut. And later on, as we started growing, just some of the things that we tried to do and had problems with. One is that we, and other American Legion, and white American Legion, they had guns and that they marched with and and did a variety of things. And the post commander here in Mount Bayou ordered some guns. And when the state found out that they were from Mount Bayou, they sent them to Greenwood or Cleveland one, and they got hold of them and kept them for several months before they ever let us know that they had been mailed to us in Mount Bayou, because white folk just didn't want us to be involved and do some of the things that the American Legion did. But we able to get the rifles, and but they kept them and wanted to make sure that they were not able to shoot bullets like I guess the other rifles did, but the white folk had. So, but we did get that, and we got the tank. Later on, we ordered a tank, big GI tank that was a surplus, and we were able to go into surplus and get the tank. So some years later, speaking of the tank, one of the reporters from Bolivar County, I think it was Bolivar County newspaper, he was working for them at that time, either that or the Star, but they wanted to do a study on the tank because it was something unusual at American Legion Post, and he found that he could not find any other post, American Legion Post, in the state that had one. Since then, I think I've seen one at some other American Legion post in the state, but this is very few places that have a tank. Now, we have a hut building, and we had some repairs done to it, put brick around it, and tried to develop and make it a better place for us to, but we still need some support in making it compatible with the posts in other parts of the state where they have bingos and things like that. But this is a brief history of Mount Bayou and the problems that we've had in developing it. And I just think about our post commander for a long time, which was C. Preston Holmes. When the state have their post meetings, and we were able to start having post meetings. At first, when we organized black posts in the state, we had black post meetings, annual meetings, but they all had to be black. So I recall that Mount Bayou hosted one. And there was one hosted in Ninola, Greenwood, and several other black posts that. Talk to you later. Other posts in the state, but in recent years we were able to put them all together. I'm on history now. I'm talk to you later. Talk to you later. And that, but later on we were able to merge, and the blacks and the whites started meeting together, and most of the meeting places end up that I've been in within Vicksburg, Natchez, and around the state. I had the opportunity also to be involved in Boys State, and that was an organization that the American Legion Post did for young people. One of the benefits of having a post and being involved with the community was the Boy Scout. And the Boy Scout, to me, was one of the better organizations because it allowed boys to learn so much about the country, and it also gave them opportunities to and scholarships in school and universities around after they finished high school. So we think that that was important a contribution. I had the opportunity to be a member of the executive committee, and I was recommended by the state commander, Garbra, I can't call his first name, from Cleveland. He ended up becoming the state commander, and he suggested me, and I was elected to be the vice commander, and I had the opportunity to share in many of the executive committee meetings. And as just share several of the things that I was involved with in as the executive committee was commitment. We had a hearing for a post that had some difficulty at the post, and the post commander, the state commander, wanted to, suggested dropping them from the state, from under the state, and it happened to be a black post on the coast, and I happened to be in the committee meeting, about 5 of us that had the hearing to decide what we do, and we had a meeting with the post, and we were able to save the post, and it's done well now, but we didn't want to drop it because it would have looked bad for the state and us too, because what happened at the post was something that some other people had and had some fricas on the post, and somebody got hurt, and they wanted to sue the American Legion. We had a membership under the National American Legion, but it didn't cover everything, and they wanted to drop it. But anyway, we were able to do that. That was just one of the things that I was able to be with. One other thing I'd like to mention, and while I'm talking about it, is that I happened to be at an executive committee meeting, and the governor of the state had sent out a statement saying that if Obama says anything about guns, that he wanted the American Legion to go on post that we would refuse to do anything that Obama said. And when the vote came up, I had an unreadiness, and I was the only black person there, of course, and my unreadiness was the fact that in the first place, the American Legion was not supposed to be taking sides in political events like that, Democrat or Republican. And of course, what the governor was recommending was clearly Republican, and the American Legion, according to the regulation, was not supposed to take part of it. And of course, I had the unreadiness, and it did change some of the members' mind, but they went on and passed the resolution, which we were wrong on doing it. But all I'm saying, I had the opportunity to experience that in the American Legion, and there are many other things that I was involved with. But those are some of the things that I appreciate about the American Legion. I had the opportunity to work with getting the money to send the boys to the Boy State and being involved with that and seeing how much it meant to them and how much the boys appreciated. So these are just some of the things that I remember as being a member of the Post 220 in Mound Bayou, Mississippi.
Okay, we thank you for that brief history, Harmon Johnson. Thank you.